my god!
That was f***ing scary.
Holy shit!
That was so f***ed up!
What the?
Oh my god, it was hot. It was burning me from here. Woo! Now I'm upside down. If you're wondering what's going on, I'm hanging like a bat in my bat cave basement. No, but I got degenerative scoliosis, so I'm just decompressing my spine. I do it every day. My doctor says not to do 100-foot cliff jumps anymore, but I says, Doc, what you thinking, girl? That shit's my shit. Anyway, all the blood's rushing to my head right now, so it's getting really hard to see the camera, but I'm going to show you for 50,000 subscribers, which is so sick, so thank you for that. I'm going to show you what a typical day looks like, and this is the start of it. 50,000 subscribers. What? You guys are the sickest. So let's go send some waterfalls. Alright guys, so just in case you were wondering how I get around to these awesome spots, let me show you the Wondermobile real quick. Don't laugh. You're going to. Boom! High tech. So I totaled 2 motorcycles within the first year of me riding. I had a really nice one, it was sick, but that thing's long gone by now, so now I rock this bad boy. And you're about to see why I totaled so many motorcycles right about now. Let's go. Alright, so we survived the ride here somehow, not quite sure.
I don't know how.
The most dangerous part about cliff jumping is getting there. So now Jonah's here, and we are going to get a little bit reckless today.
Let's do it.
We're searching for this new waterfall. I've been to this spot before, to another waterfall here, but apparently there's another massive one. So we just made it to this huge raging waterfall. Unfortunately, it says no swimming in the waterfall. But Clay is going to disregard the rules and send it. Swim! 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 Sorry. Call this the turtle tuck. We just got to this waterfall.
At least for me.
And I guess there was a flood up north. Whew. Trees are out to get me. So there was a flood up north, and the waterfall's absolutely raging. The water's all brown and gross looking. So it's not as pretty as it usually is. Gotta go depth check, make sure no debris floated down the river. We like to be safe about this stuff.
So, what's happening? Hi. Eric. That's me, man.
You ever heard of adrenaline addiction?
Get the f out of here! You guys are adrenaline addiction? Yeah, woo! No, that's not, dude. You guys are bonkers.
Finished up at the first waterfall.
It was fun.
Spit some fire. The current was too strong, so you couldn't really get many jumps in because I'm just exhausted from trying to swim out of there. So we're going to another spot downstream. Gonna light some people on fire, maybe spit some fire.
Maybe jump through some fire.
He's gonna jump through fire, and I'm gonna burn his hair off, all of it. He's gonna look like a naked mole rat when I'm done with him.
Waterfall turned out to be too flooded, so we're gonna head back to the other spot and do some more flips.
Alright, now we're back and we're gonna light some shit on fire. Woo! About to go down.
Just hoping everything goes as planned. We got one shot to do this. We gotta make it perfect.
Get lit. You're starting to get lit. 3, 2, 1.
I'm alive. Thanks, man. That was fun.
Light it up.
The flame went up under his shirt, came out of his like hole right here, and went onto his face, dude. Just engulfed his face. Yeah. I hope he's okay. So I was scared after that. My heart was pounding. I'm like, oh. My flame was weak, dude. It was insane. I was scared to like watch it happen because he was just a fireball, dude. I'm like, is he gonna jump? And he's gonna jump. He's like kind of like taking his time. Like, oh my god, that was intense. That was probably the craziest fire thing I've ever seen. So much fun though. Don't try this at home, ever. Your face is fucking red, dude.
I know. It's first-degree burn, his entire face. I was in the water going like this. My hair was just coming out in the chunks.
Do you have eyelashes?
I don't think so. Is it bad? He doesn't have eyelashes. You lost his whole eyebrow? Did I? My face is on fire, bro. I need ice water,
God.
dude.
I'm so happy you're okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
man.
Jeez.
I don't know, man.
Dude, it looked like you got
That.
dude.
It could have went so much
I thought
worse.
you were gonna be way worse off than you are. So we just got done here, and it was an absolutely crazy day. This day has been so much fun. It's not over yet. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna do some editing. I'm gonna put this video together, and that's basically a typical day in my life. I mean, I would say a lot of days I'm just sitting around editing, and it's not that exciting. Lighting people on fire, jumping off cliffs. That's what I love to do. I'm glad you guys like it as well. And I'm gonna keep it coming, guys, so stay tuned. Drop a comment if you like this video, thumbs up if you like this video. And if you're new, subscribe. And I'll catch you on the flip side. What's up, guys? It's Chase. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I promised once I hit 50,000 that we would be doing a question and answer video. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've been going through all your questions. There was a couple thousand of them. Picked out the best ones. So, yeah, here we go. Alright, guys, so I just filmed like 30 minutes of questions and answers and just realized my mic wasn't on. So I'm going to be way less enthusiastic this time around. So let me get back a few questions and redo this. I don't even know where I left off. Alright, the mic's on this time. Let's go. What's your most memorable location to jump from? What is the jump that you're most proud of? Where was it? And what flip did you do? The most memorable jump and the most memorable location of my life was literally 2 weeks ago at Havasupai, Arizona. I was the very first person in history to jump off the top of Havasu Falls, 120 feet, and this guy wants to know what flip I did off of it, but you're going to have to wait till next week to see the video. But yeah, it was a very proud moment for me. I'm happy I was able to conquer such a beautiful waterfall. How can we help you get more subs? Your sub count is increasing way too slow. You should have blown up 6 months ago. So if you guys want to help me increase my sub count, if you show one of your friends my videos and they subscribe, and every single one of my subscribers does that, I'll have double the subscribers. So I'll have 100,000 subscribers. So that's what I would love for you guys to do. If you guys could just show one or two of your friends and ask them to subscribe, that would be amazing. So please do that. Maybe 3 if you're feeling really kind. And also, you know, thumbs up the video, comment on the video. All of that helps out a lot, so thank you for that. If you could choose to be rich and live a lavish lifestyle without being able to jump, would you take that opportunity? No. If I wanted to be rich, I would be rich. To me, cliff jumping, the adventures involved, my lifestyle, that makes me happy. So money isn't happiness, it never will be. Yeah, money helps. You need money to a certain extent. You should never rely on money for happiness. And one thing I've learned is happiness for me is experience. And the experiences that I've gained throughout my years of traveling and adventure are priceless to me. And no dollar amount could ever even compare to the joy that that adventure brings me. So no, I would never choose money over the lifestyle I live, which is why I make YouTube videos rather than have an actual job. What does your family think about you doing this? My family is definitely the most supportive, loving family you could ask for. I'm super grateful to have them, and they got my back. They know it's my dreams. They know I'm just chasing my passion, and I'm super pumped that they understand why I'm doing this. Is there a place where I can buy your Adrenaline Addiction shirts? Yes, there is. You can buy these shirts. I think they're 15 bucks plus shipping. So that helps support me and my adventures making crazier videos. If you guys want to buy a shirt, feel free to do that. The link will be in the description. Would you ever take some fans from the city, state of where you're jumping and take them to go cliff jumping with you? The answer is yes. That's actually something I'm planning to do in the future. Next summer, probably not this year because the summer's coming to an end, but I do have a lot planned for meeting up with you guys and going and making videos and inviting everybody that wants to go to join me as well. So we'll see how that goes next year, and hopefully you guys can show me some sweet spots. How do you guys check the water depth? Is there anything special you do to see if the water is deep enough, or do you just eyeball it? That's a great question and an important one as well. We always check the water depth, even if it's at a spot that we've been to hundreds of times, because debris can float down a river or fall into a body of water and you won't see that it's under the water, and if you hit that, you're breaking your back, you're going to die. My favorite method is to get a group of 5 or 6 people. If you have goggles, that's even better. Everyone just goes down, dives as deep as they can in the water. Go down multiple times to make sure that whole spot where you could potentially land is going to be deep enough and safe for you to jump at. Do you acquire the ladies as well as you cliff jump? Don't ask questions you already know the answers to, guys. Come on. You know better. I'm pretty shitty at getting ladies. I'm pretty shitty at cliff jumping. How do you get the confidence and courage to keep doing crazy jumps after a huge fail? Well, I wish I knew the answer to that question, because after my belly flop fail, I've been a little tiny baby back bitch. How deep does the water have to be before you jump? Especially over 40 feet. So I don't know the exact answer to how deep the water has to be, but my personal preference is 15 feet. And if the cliff I'm jumping off of is over 100 feet, I prefer at least 20 feet of water depth. If it's aerated water, you want a little bit deeper because you're going to slide into that water like a lubed up weasel into its hole. Can you re-upload your 110-foot triple gainer video because it got age restricted? Yeah, I'm aware it got age restricted, so whoever flagged it, you're a terrible person. If you want to see me re-upload it, I can do that. Just give me a comment, let me know. I could like re-edit it and just show like a bunch of the highlight clips from the trip. How many times have you had to go to the hospital? Way too many to keep track of. Practically live in the hospital. I also spent a lot of time in the hospital. Like 3 years back, I was in a really serious snowboard accident. Had to go to the hospital every 2 weeks and had 6 surgeries to save my leg and almost got amputated. But I'm going to do a documentary style video on that entire process, kind of like the beginning of my life building up and just everything I've been through. That's going to be way down the road, but someday it's going to happen and it's going to be dope. I got all the videos of them doing surgery on my leg and stuff. It's pretty cool. What's your phone number? 911. Are you planning to branch out into other adrenaline-related activities, stunts, sports anytime soon, or are you going to stick to cliff jumping? In fact, I would totally love to get into some other adrenaline-related sports. In the near future, I'm going to get into base jumping. I haven't had the funds to really get into it yet because it is quite expensive. But I gotta find a mentor to teach me, and it's pretty illegal in most places, so I gotta find decent spots where I'm not gonna get arrested doing it. But yeah, base jumping on the way. I also got a few other cool things coming up in more recent videos that you guys are gonna see. The next 3 weeks are gonna be like crazy cliff jumping videos from Arizona, Oregon, and California. But then after that, I got a few unique videos that you guys are going to enjoy that aren't cliff jumping. Why does your hair represent the goddess of flow? I have no idea what the goddess of flow even is, but I'm happy that my hair represents it. In all your exploration, what has been your favorite state? Washington State overall is probably my favorite state. It's got everything I love: mountains, waterfalls, and just beauty everywhere you look. Very appealing to the eye. Does wearing shoes on bigger jumps help? Answer is no. It just creates a larger surface area and more impact on your ankles and your body overall, and I don't recommend it. I don't usually wear shoes. I started off wearing shoes, but I've grown to love being barefoot, and if you're going to complain that the slap of the water hurts your feet, you need to man up a little bit and walk on some glass to toughen up your feet. What's the weirdest flip you have sent? Well, I think this is going to be the weirdest flip I ever sent, and I just learned it, so here, check out the video. Boom. Do you toke up or drink before you cliff jump? Or do you go sober as a mother flocka? He really said mother flocka. Flocka. So no, I don't toke up or drink before I cliff jump. I like to keep a clear mind. I like to be completely sober. I don't like to, have any substances interfering with my ability, because the stuff I'm doing is quite dangerous and I need to be 100% focused during those activities. That does not mean I have never drank and gone cliff jumping, because I have. And the one time that I did, it was one of the very first times I ever drank and went cliff jumping. I ended up going to the hospital because I split my head open and I had to get a bunch of stitches. Since then, I don't really drink and cliff jump. I like to remain focused. Why do you always wear a shirt and wetsuit when jumping? Does it help make the belly flop less painful? Alright, so like I mentioned, I wear a wetsuit to stay warm. I wear a shirt when I'm jumping because it helps the camera pick up on what's going on. The colors of the shirt help you stand out from the background, and it just makes the video better overall. The wetsuit really doesn't help with the flopping. I mean, maybe a little bit of the sting of your skin, but overall that's absolutely why I don't wear a wetsuit. How far do you think cliff jumping will progress? I ask you this because your triple gainer at the grotto seems to be about as crazy as it can get. Yeah, that's true. Progression, in my opinion, never stops. I think it'll always be progressing, but I think it's at a point now where to progress any further, it's going to be very dangerous or even deadly. But only time will tell, really. Have you ever seen anyone get seriously injured? Yes. One of my very first experiences cliff jumping, I was 18 years old, and I was in Colorado. I was jumping this 100-foot cliff. That was the first time I ever jumped anything that big. I jumped it once, I jumped it twice, and then all of a sudden I see this young lady like going up to the top of this 100-foot cliff. So I'm like, what is she doing? And I run up there, get up there as quick as I can, and I ask her, like, are you planning to jump? Like, what are you doing? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to jump. I'm like, well, I haven't even seen you jump any of the smaller cliffs. Why would you jump off this big one? She's like, oh, I'm just going to go big, blah, blah, being all, like, cocky about it and stuff, thinking she was like indestructible. And I tried to talk her out of it for like 20-30 minutes. She was set on it. She was set on the idea that she was going to jump. At that point, I walked down to like the 70-foot cliff, and I was talking to a buddy. Next thing I know, I hear a splash, and I turn around, and I just see her shoes float up to the surface. And I immediately jumped in after her. So she floated up, fetal position, unconscious. I quick grabbed her, got her to the shore. She regained consciousness. She unfortunately was paralyzed. She couldn't move her legs. She couldn't feel her legs. She didn't know what was going on. And she got absolutely annihilated. If you're thinking about doing a 100-foot cliff, it can really mess you up. It can kill you very easily. If I wasn't in the water to grab her, she would have sunk to her death in a matter of seconds. So be careful with that stuff, and that was really scary to see. And actually, after that, I didn't cliff jump for nearly 2 years because I was just so scarred from that whole situation and seeing that happen to somebody. How did you initially start cliff jumping and testing the limits? Initially, I, just went to some local spots. I've always been about the adrenaline rush. I've always been an active person. Even as a child, I was just always active. So cliff jumping kind of just naturally was the next step in life. And my mom took me to a local cliff jumping spot, and I loved it. And ever since then, I've just been trying to find new spots and throwing down. As far as testing the limits go, that's just a personal thing. Everybody's different. Some people, their limit is down here, and that's where they're comfortable at. Some people are comfortable pushing the limits up here. You got to tread lightly when you're pushing the limit. It's a fine line of what's possible and what's not, and finding that can be really dangerous. But I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt to find it. Are you going to make more cliff jumping tutorials? I wasn't planning on it, but if enough of you guys want to see cliff jumping tutorials, I will make more. Would you rather piss out a golf ball or shit out a watermelon? That's like one of my favorite questions that anyone's ever asked me. I think I would go for the watermelon because I can eat that afterwards. I can't eat a golf ball. Not a question, but your hair looks amazing. Thank you. Oh my god. You guys. Did you learn what you know from the internet, or did you have a teacher? If you're referring to flips and stuff, I taught myself everything. Did not have a teacher. I didn't use the internet. That was way before YouTube was really a thing. I just was out there, trial and error, and eventually got kind of good at it. So keep at it, everybody who's trying to learn how to flip. How did you get into piloting planes? Well, my dad's a pilot. When I was growing up, my dad owned a plane, so he would take us flying all the time. We'd go to the beach for the weekend, fly there. So I basically grew up flying planes, even at a very young age. So that's kind of what got me started in flying. Some YouTubers go skydiving when they hit 1 million subs. What would you do? Well, some YouTubers are pansies. So skydiving, child's play. Going base jumping when I hit 1 million subscribers. Yeah, so let's say 100,000 subscribers. I'll go skydiving because I need a good reason to shit my pants. So share my channel with your friends, have them subscribe, help me out, help me go skydiving really soon. If one of your friends dies because of cliff jumping, would you still cliff jump? Yes, definitely would. We've had people in our group pass away from cliff jumping, and it's definitely an eye-opener to all of us, but they wouldn't want us to stop cliff jumping because of a tragedy like that. They know it's like what we love to do. It's what we live for. So regardless of death and tragedy, cliff jumping will always be something we're going to do. Where do you see yourself in 1 year? 1 year from now, I would like to see myself traveling the world, cliff jumping all over all the most gorgeous spots the world has to offer, as well as doing, other extreme sports in those countries. And that's going to be the ultimate goal. Would you like to do a video with Devin Supertramp? Yes, I would. Devin, return my motherfucking emails. Johnny S., when are you going to break the 100-foot naked gainer threshold? I can clench my butt cheeks tight if you can, brah. Johnny, you got yourself a deal. Got to prepare my butthole for that one. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I will see you next Thursday. Hope you have a great day today. Also, quick check out Jonah's channel. Links in the description. He did a lot of filming for this video, and he's giving away a GoPro. So don't miss that shit. Peace.